There's a wasp in here. Everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at August, which arrived today. I'm super happy for this. The bank holiday weekend was literal torture because I knew that it was in the post, it was on its way. It wasn't going to come on Monday because of the bank holiday, so I was waiting for today. And it has arrived, and this is the spooky self-care box. We've got another one of these like flat boxes. As I said, hello dog. The size shape of the box does vary according to like what is coming in this one, and it came with this little leaflet on the top, which is just a little note from Occult box to say like stay safe, you are a valued customer, which is very nice. It also came with a delivery slip, so I am actually reminded of how much I paid for this one, which was £23 for the box and £3.55 for second class postage. I think because I've already pre-ordered next month's box, because I'm super excited for that theme, there is now like a courier option for postage instead of just Royal Mail. I think you can still do Royal Mail, but I went with the courier option just because I thought maybe that would arrive maybe quicker, because our post around here is a little bit fractious. So I've paid overall £26.55. So this box is still one of the better value ones that I do. It's the only one that I do currently because I've stopped doing the other witch box because I haven't found any good ones. Recommend some. This is still probably one of the most worthwhile money value boxes that I've looked at, so still really love a cult box. I'm really hoping that this month is going to be good. Next month's theme is an autumn day, and it's all about pumpkins and Halloween and pumpkin spice and all of the things that I love about autumn. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you go over to the Occult box Instagram page, you can see like the little picture for that theme. It looks adorable. It's got like little leaves and stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. In the meantime, we have spooky self-care, which I'm not sure what to expect, but we'll get into it. This box did get a little bit dented, as you can see at the front, but I'm hoping everything inside is still good. Ooh, we've got some stuff sliding around, and now I see something orange here. Ooh, exciting. So, what have we got? Okay, quite a lot of things. So the orange item is a plastic case with a pumpkin on it, and it says "You're beautiful" on it. There's a little bit of a scratch on mine, which is kind of a shame, but I think it's one of these hairbrushes. I used to have one of these in my bag. It has like a little mirror on this section, and then like the little brush that pops out. Full disclosure, when I have one of these, little brush ripped out in my hair, because although the quarantine mullet is off, it is still very thick and it does get really tangly. But it is cute, and I love that it's like spooky and pumpkin-y, and it's an item that I can use. So I'll be popping this in my handbag and using it if I need to freshen up my hair on the go. Which, you know, I don't go anywhere now, so hopefully I'll have some opportunity to use this. But it is a very cute little item, and I do very much like it, so positive point. We have some other stuff in here. We have a pen. This just says "Beautiful and Spooky Occult Box" on it. It's like one of these clicky biros. I've never wanted to turn down a pen, but this does seem like kind of a weirdly cheap item to include. Like, obviously you can get these from like AliExpress or whatever, and they just like, you pop your branding on them or whatever, and then they just send you the pen. I've done like catalogue shopping for these when I worked for a company, so they're not terribly expensive, but I like a pen. I'm hoping there's something in here that we would use that with. And then we have a wish bracelet. It says to tie to your wrist, close your eyes and make a wish. When the string starts to fray, your wish is on its way. And it has, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but a little crescent moon and a star, a little silver metal hay thing. I have a number of like little ankle bracelet friendship things just tied around my ankle from the summer, so hopefully I'll add it to that. The string doesn't look particularly long, but if it's not long enough, I'll just like take the charm off and put it on something else. And then we have spooky positivity stickers. That's going to be back to front on my camera. But in it, it's got little coffins and spell bottles that say things like I am worthy, self-love potion, things like that. Just trying to open this. Gotcha. So how many of these do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 stickers. One of them is a large one that says your future looks bright on a crystal ball. Then we've got I am worthy on the coffin. We've got a self-love potion. And then we've got a cauldron which is full of magic. So these are kind of cool. I like this big crystal ball type one. I have like a fill your own palette that I got recently online, which is just plain white, so I'm looking for some stickers to put on that, so that's pretty cool. This might be what we're going to be using the pen with. It's a little list pad. It says to-do list, mood, and something that made me smile today. So you've got 4 little pumpkins with like emoticon faces, little coffin shaped space for your to-do list, and then something that made you happy at the bottom. I've been using this little purple coffin shaped notepad that I got in a spooky box ages ago, but that's running out, so I do love a little notepad that I can just write on in my desk. I'm not sure that I'll be getting too much use out of like the emotional gauge because it's not really like a diary, it's more like just a list pad, but it is cute. And then we have in here some beauty goodies. This is a green tea bubble mask from Technic. It's one mask that you just pop on. Contains green leaf extract. It says they're against animal testing, suitable for vegans and vegetarians, but it doesn't have like the leaping bunny on it, so I'm a little bit cautious about things like that because they can say that they're against animal testing, but they can still test on animals because it's not saying anything about the product. But there we go. For normal, dry and oily skin types. So that's just a mask. I think it's one of them sheet ones that you like peel off and then you put on your face like your Hannibal Lecter. So that's cool. Technic is not a very expensive brand. You can buy Technic makeup on eBay and it's like a couple of pounds per item. So not a particularly expensive brand, but an interesting item to get. I like the green as well with like the orange hairbrush. That's sort of like a Halloween theme. And then we have a small cardboard box of colouring pencils, like the kind that you used to get at Pizza Hut, but those were crayons. But maybe there's something to do with those in there later, we'll find out. And then we have a cute little card that you can send to people that says you are loved. It's got a ghost and a little moon. I send like quite a lot of cards to mostly Vanda because I can't be bothered to write normal letters. I just like cards. So this is probably going to go in my card pile that I need to send next to hunky lammas tied dude from last unboxing. So we have that. Then we have a colouring book, which is why we have colouring pencils. And it says the benefits of adult colouring are anti-stress, anti-anxiety, mindfulness and relaxing. And the illustrations are by Misha Daniels. And then inside we've got some kind of like basic black and white witchy drawings. So we've got like the Sun Tarot card and a cauldron. We've got the future looks bright again and something I'm looking forward to. So it's supposed to write that. Some cute little like pumpkin mandalas or mandalas. Don't know. And then a coffin with a sign that says Carpe Diem on it. So the designs are quite cute. I don't know that I'm really that into colouring. I didn't really do the colouring diary planner thing that I had because I'm just not into colouring. I do like paint things, but I prefer like crafts to actual colouring. But I will say that the drawings are like pretty cute, pretty nice. The paper quality feels good. And if I was into colouring, then that would be a good thing for me to colour. The pencil colours, though, are a little bit weird. You've got, I think, green, black, brown, red, blue and yellow. But like no purple or orange. So that's a little bit strange. And they don't look like the best quality. They look like kind of the ones that came in those like cheap art sets. But I guess it's nice if you don't already have something to colour with, that you now have something to colour with straight away. I kind of wish that there had been crayons instead, because I feel like crayons like go further in terms of like when you are colouring. The one colouring book I ever had was the unofficial Taylor Swift colouring book, and it was a present from someone, and I used crayons on that, and it was quite fun, but I'm not sure how I feel about the pencils. Then we have a print, which is "It's okay not to be okay," which is true, and kind of a nice message. And on the back it has help, resources and charities, which I think is a really nice touch in a box like this. Like I think I said last time that I was hoping that they kind of extrapolate on the theme that self-care isn't just like bath bombs and face masks, it's also, you know, actually taking care of yourself. So I kind of like the emphasis on de-stressing activities, aphorisms and things to make you feel a bit more positive. Even things like having a hairbrush. Like one of the things that I tend not to do when I'm feeling depressed is just not bother brushing my hair. I just stick it up in a ponytail. So that's kind of cute to include things like that. Then we have a couple of other things in here. We have a crystal in a bag. So a fairly sort of medium-sized piece of rose quartz tumblestone. And it says rose quartz is self-love crystal, the universal love stone, helps the user feel a strong sense of self-worth, encourages friendship and romance, helps relieve emotional pain, soothes and calms. I have a lot of rose quartz because you tend to get it in boxes like this, but it's a cute little stone, quite a nice size for like a palm stone. Pop that back in the bag. And then we have a box which says Lucky Black Cat on, which I think they sold in like a charity shop near me for like their new stuff, because it's like a pet themed one. This says it was made by Alator Giftware. Lucky Black Cat's 9cm. And then inside is a small black cat made of resin. Creepy little black demon eyes. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I feel like I could hot glue it to something as part of like an ornament if I wanted to like make like a little house with a cat outside, but aside from that, it's not really the kind of thing that I'm gonna pop on a shelf, and I don't really see the connection with self-care, so that's a little bit of a miss to me, but the little bag is cute. Then we have a sleep mask with these like elasticy straps on it, and it says, "I need my spooky sleep." I was kind of hoping that they'd include a sleep mask actually, because it's been like very bright here and I can't like sleep in the mornings. It is kind of made of quite a cheap feeling, like the whole box lid, my god. It kind of feels like a kind of nylon-y, cheap kind of feeling fabric. I was hoping for something like maybe like kind of microfiber feeling, like that soft kind of velvety stuff they make travel pillows out of, although obviously that would be like more expensive. But this doesn't really feel like it's gonna really hold up to much. It feels a little bit like it might break. I do like the cute little thing on the front, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be very soft on the old face. It just kind of feels like the inside of a cheap handbag, and this tag is, I'm going to cut that off. But I like the idea. It's just maybe a slightly big ask for a box on this budget to make something like more luxurious. We're down to our last two items, and we have a tea, which I'm not terribly interested in, but I mean Vanda might like it, and it is Witch's Brew Relaxing Tea. It says on the front, and on the back it says naturally caffeine free, perfect for like infusion bags, gives instructions for steeping it. It actually tells you what's in it, which is a bonus. Like a lot of these, like the witch casket teas, what is in this? It says rose petals, chamomile flowers, lavender, hibiscus, and rooibos. So there you go. You get quite like a decent amount, I guess a couple of cups out of that. As I said, I'm not one for the loose leaf teas, but I'll put that to the side and that can go to Vanda later. And then the last thing is wrapped up in this little black and white stripy bag. It says anti-stress potion, essential oil roll-on, clary sage, lavender, and ylang ylang. It's gone. The whole box is gone, but it's empty now, so that's fine. And it says it's vegan. So let's rip into this. I actually nearly bought one of these like crystal roll-on things in 2K Maxx the other day, but I had a racial slur on the box and I wasn't on board with it. Bloop. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so this is essential oil roll-on. It has a sticker on it that says all the same information. It says shake well to activate the spell on the back, and it is purple iridescentness, which is really cool and like a lava lamp. So that's quite nice. Let's see how it smells. Oh, it smells really nice. I do like clary sage oil. I have that at the moment. I use it in my like candle making stuff. But it smells really nice. It doesn't look like purple or anything on the skin, so I'm not really worried about it staining. It's just got some, I guess, like mica in there, but there's no like ingredient thingy, so I don't know if it's like recyclable, environmentally friendly. You know the kind, like the biodegradable kind? Hold up. Hold up. Oh, stupid sun. But that is quite cool and it looks really pretty, so I'm happy with that. It's also purple and glittery, which always gets my vote. And then that is all that's in the box except for a sheet of black tissue paper and a few teeny bits of confetti. So, how do we feel about this box? To be honest, I wasn't that excited about the self-care theme. It's a theme that I've like avoided when other boxes have done it. I do think they've gone like really in depth with the theme and have gone like for a lot of aspects of it. So you've got like things you can send to friends who are feeling down, things that you can put up to like make yourself feel better, to be motivational, things you can do to de-stress yourself, things that you can do to like take care of yourself physically. There's things that you can drink to relax, things that you can put on yourself to relax. And then you've got like list making. I always found like when I had really, really bad depression in my like second year of university, and it was really bad. Like I was going to lectures that weren't on their day because I didn't know what day it was. List making and having a diary was really useful, and just being able to write things down would help and make me stop worrying. So I really appreciate this pad. The pen that goes with it, not so much, it's not that cute, but useful. And then they've got some other stuff that I don't really understand. So the face mask is very much like that kind of face mask, bath bombs, you know, treat yourself to something from Lush kind of self-care, which I'm not really that into. I don't really like the pencils. I don't see why those need to be in there. The cat statue says nothing to me about self-care, although it's looking at me out of the bag like, hello, Shara. I don't like that. That doesn't really scream self-care to me. If it starts to scream, it's going out the window. And then you've got the eye mask, which might be useful for like getting rest, but I just don't think the quality's there to be really like, you know, something that I'm going to want to use. And having done that, I can see light through this. Okay. So there's a few hits, a few misses. You've got some stickers as well, which I think for this one I would have preferred to have maybe slightly fewer items, although I always say that it's great that we get so many items, but maybe get rid of like the face mask and the lucky black cat, and maybe get rid of some of that stuff and maybe make the face mask a little, like the eye mask a little bit more good quality, and include some other stuff that you could use, like, or just sort of like make some of the other items better quality, like maybe a nicer pen, like one of those like sparkly ones that's like cute and nice. I do like this. This seems like purposefully made, and like the right amount of budget has gone into that. And like the tea and stuff like that, just to like make some of the other items maybe a bit more luxurious, a little bit more useful and fit for purpose. Mostly talking about the eye mask that you can see through. But there are a couple of items in here that are really nice and cute, and which I will be keeping around. It's just that maybe I don't think this theme was entirely something that I was really on board with and excited about, and so it's maybe not really kind of a box that's geared towards me specifically, but there are some nice bits in here and that I do appreciate. It's just not one of my favourite boxes we've had so far. I am, however, super jazzed for the autumn one because I love autumn, I love pumpkins, and I can't wait to like dig in there. I hope we get some pumpkin wax melts. I'm very excited for that. And just like some autumnal things, like some nice fluffy socks. I would go gaga for some lovely fluffy socks to put on my cold little feeties. I think that's a theme that I'm much more on board with and more interested in than like self-care, because although I kind of get the importance of self-care and like taking time for yourself, I think it's quite hard to make a box that's going to be that theme and useful for everybody, because everyone's self-care is going to be different, aside from, you know, washing. And for me, like, it's more like organizational and having like lists and things that I can write down, and having things to sort of perk me up and make me feel better, which tend to be like, I guess, chocolate. And like just interesting cute little things, like this box in itself like kind of scratched that itch for me because it was like something to look forward to, whereas a lot of the other stuff like colouring books and things that are like traditionally marketed towards like mindfulness, self-care, mental health, they don't really work for everybody and they're not going to be of interest to everybody. So I think it's a very hard thing to do in a way that it's going to be everyone's cup of tea, and it just happens that most of this stuff is like not really stuff that I'm interested in, but there are a few bits that I will really enjoy, like this shiny purple thing that I cannot stop shaking. It's so cute. Okay, so I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with my little hairbrush, which is going in my handbag, and eagerly looking forward to the autumn box, which I've already pre-ordered. I think you can still go to the Occult Box website and pre-order it, so do that if you're really excited for like Halloween vibes and stuff, because that is like where this box seems to be at. So go there, give it a pre-order. You don't have to subscribe, you can just order it like one-off month to month. Everything's going wrong today. But in the meantime, I'll see you in the next Occult Box unboxing video at the end of September. And in the meantime, stay tuned for some upcycling videos and next week's video, which is going to be a TK Maxx Halloween haul. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next one.